I'm John Esparza. I am the founder and CEO of Esparza Digital and Advertising, and I'm here today with Ashley Sterling, our Senior Account Executive.
Hello, and we're going to chat with you guys about, or really each other, about AI and how it's impacting our industry and kind of, I guess, just the world in general.
Yeah, artificial intelligence has been around for a while. You probably use it, you don't even know you're using it, but it's really has accelerated significantly over the last 6 months, and so we're going to talk a little bit about how we're using it here at Esparza, how it's going to impact not just the advertising industry, but a lot of other industries as well, and how you maybe as a business owner or a leader in a business can use it for the benefit of your product or service. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I think kind of starting out, some of the initial AI systems, we have Bard, ChatGPT, but there's thousands of them.
Yeah.
So in terms of kind of, I guess, our industry specifically, I know there's a lot of concerns around copywriting or opportunities with different types of AI photo generations or various things like that. But in terms of the things that you've seen, what are some of the most impressive?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of great platforms that exist out there.
Yeah.
You know, I think that Midjourney, from a design standpoint, from a photo standpoint, is light years ahead of other options that are out there. But to your point, I look at AI specific to our industry, kind of like how the internet affected our industry as well, and it's going to have a profound impact.
Yeah.
So Midjourney is just one platform for designers, for art directors to utilize to help in the ideation, I guess, if you will. And I like to always refer to using AI, and actually the whole design process is 3 different layers.
Yeah.
Layer 1 is kind of like the rough draft, the very first idea and or concept, very, very rough. And that's really where AI can play a role, is that first layer.
Yeah.
Layer 2 is the human element. And AI is not going to replace humans. Humans always have to play a role, certainly in advertising as well. So layer 2 is that human element. And how do we incorporate the brand voice? How do we factor in the client's goals and objectives?
Right.
How do we put our own magic touch on it? And then layer 3 is deployment, whatever that is. But Midjourney is one example. We use a lot of other AI tools. We use Jasper, ChatGPT, which was really kind of a brainchild of a lot of different tech companies, Microsoft certainly being one of them.
Yeah.
And when that was released in the fall of last year, it was so intuitive and so easy to use. And that's why the adoption was accelerated so rapidly, and people started using it where a lot of schools and academia started having challenges with how did they know whether a report was written by artificial intelligence or written by the student as a whole. So there's a whole, it's very much a Wild West.
Yeah.
There's a lot that needs to be regulated. There's a lot of monitoring that needs to take place. But from our industry standpoint, it's a very exciting time.
Yeah.
And from our agency's perspective at Esparza, we're leaning into this heavy. We're diving in on the deep end because it will make us a better agency, help us deliver better products and better outcomes for our clients.
Yeah, so what are some of the ways that we'll be using it or that we're actively using it right now?
Well, I think for some design ideation, I think marketing strategy and step-by-step processes of how we're going to deploy a marketing strategy for a client is one way we're going to use it. Certainly, again, creative ideation.
Yeah.
It's almost like having somebody else at the table when you're doing a creative brainstorming session. And so, that's another way we're going to use it. I think for some baseline copy and headline writing, I think for some keyword and search engine optimization, photo optimization. So often we're being asked to find a photo in a photo library that just doesn't exist.
Right.
And with AI, we're able to really leverage the platforms that exist out there and find a photo, develop a photo exactly in line with what our client wants.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of, one of the first, I guess, obvious advertisements that I saw for any kind of AI was actually ChatGPT. They used a snippet from a South Park episode that was talking specifically about the copy that ChatGPT was performing, and they were sending it between each other and then writing reports with it.
Right.
I thought that was just some of the most self-aware advertising that I've ever seen,
Right.
and that they didn't shy away from the fact that this show has been around for almost 30 years. has called them out on it.
Yeah.
And they're leaning into it very much like how you said, in terms of embracing it and not letting it, I guess, change things in a way that we aren't aware that it's changing.
Yeah, I mean, some people are calling this disruptive. And, you know, I tend to look at technologies like this as not disruptive, but a way to differentiate really the strong organizations, the strong companies from the weak. And you know, I'm a big believer that about every decade there's a cleansing that takes place, and a good 10-15% of the weaker performers just aren't able to keep up.
Right.
And this will probably differentiate the stronger players from the weaker players. People that do lean into this, people that use the technology to help their product, their delivery of the most creative assets, will end up winning, and those that don't, won't. So, but you know, one of the first pieces of creative that I've seen that was AI generated was Coca-Cola came out with about a 2-minute video, half animated, half not. But it was absolutely beautifully done with incredible AI generated music in the background. And it was almost an aha moment, like, wow, you know, this is real, and this is something that we need to deeply understand to benefit Esparza and our clients as a whole. Yeah.
Well, when it comes to AI, whether it's in our industry or not within our industry, what is like a dream AI scenario that you could possibly think of, or something that would be really useful, or I don't know.
Yeah, I think it probably goes to how I would define an ideal client. And an ideal client is a client that is crystal clear on their measurable goals and objectives, has a budget to allow us to reach those goals and objectives, and has the courage to try things new. So from my perspective, an ideal scenario would be that we have all three of those, and we have the ability to incorporate a heavy amount of AI into the deployment of their creative assets, and deliver something that prompts an action for their target market that wouldn't normally happen. You know, something that we do now, what AI is going to allow us is to do it with a lot more efficiency, a lot better, and quicker.
Yeah, I think that's all the questions I have.
Yeah, it's an exciting time, to say the least. You know, there's a lot of fear when it comes to artificial intelligence and what's happening with AI. I say, you know, it's not a time to be afraid. It's a time to be excited about this technology that is not going to go away, and can truly differentiate you as an organization and as a professional.
It's the dawn of a new day, a new tech day.
It's fun. We're excited.
Opportunity.
So thank you for listening. Have a great day.